Hi, this is Matt Templeton with Keller Urban Dallas. And today I want to talk to you about the 5 job duties of a real estate agent, specifically on lead follow-up. Now, before I talk to you about lead follow-up and the 5 job duties of a real estate agent, I want to direct your attention to the link below in the blog or email that you received. That link will directly allow you to set an appointment with me. So go ahead and type in your information. I'd love to connect with you and talk to you more about your business and how we can apply some of the models and systems we have at Keller Williams to that real estate business of yours. Now, Gary Keller tells us that there's a lot of things we can do every day, but only 5 really move the needle at a high level. And those top 5 job duties, the top 20% of all the things we could do in our daily job, are the following. Number 1, lead generation, finding new business. Number 2, lead follow-up, looking for business that we've already generated but hasn't yet converted. Number 3, going on appointments, meeting with new prospects and trying to convince them to work with us. Number 4, negotiating contracts. And number 5, practicing what to say, both what to say on the phone or in a face-to-face conversation to generate business, or in one of those appointments where we're asking them to work with us. Now, I want to direct your attention specifically to lead follow-up, because I feel like this is one of the best opportunities for real estate agents to achieve success. And the reason I say that is I know from my own real estate business in Albuquerque, New Mexico, that I always had a lot of random slips of paper all over the place with people's contact info on it. And many times those people may not have gotten the callbacks that they deserved, right? In fact, people would tell me sometimes, can I come into your office and pick up the breadcrumbs that are sprinkled over the floor? There's about $10 million of breadcrumbs sitting here. And they were right. I had not followed up with adequately all the leads I was generating. And you may be doing that in your own business. Cherry picking specific pieces of business that actually are easier, and you're forgetting the business that was longer term or maybe required a little bit more development. So specifically, I want to draw your attention to a great system for following up with leads. The first thing I'm going to recommend that you do is get a binder. Get your binder that's going to have your hot leads inside of it. Buy month tabs, January through December, and then have a sheet that's your lead sheet that's got contact info, a little bit of information on the lead. And every time that you generate a piece of business, I want you to pull out a lead sheet and say, here's their name, their contact info, their motivation, and their time frame at a minimum. Now, I ask for those things, contact info, time frame, and motivation, because that's how you know whether it's a really hot lead or not. They have no motivation, no reason to buy or sell. They're really just kind of a looky-loo. Maybe someone to add to our database and follow up with, but not someone we should really track well. If they don't have a time frame, again, it may be someone that we can't really follow up with on a consistent basis because we don't know how often to follow up with them. So try and nail that down as best you can. Even if it changes in the future, it's a great thing to know at the beginning so you can kind of plan out how often should I communicate with them over the next 12 months. Now, once I've got that contact info written down on my sheet, I'm going to hole punch it and put it inside of the month of when they say they're planning to make a move. Doesn't mean I'm going to wait to call them until then. Just means that I'm going to categorize my folder of my lead book by the people's date that they think that they're going to make a move, buying or selling. And then I'm going to put them in that month, and each month, one day a month, maybe on the first of the month, I'm going to call through the entire lead book. And here's the conversation I'm going to have with them. Hi, this is Matt Templeton with Keller Urban Dallas. I know that we talked 2 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, and you had said you're planning on selling in December. Now, I realize we're not in December yet, and I just wanted to follow up and find out if you're still planning on selling in December. Yes or no, whatever the answer. Fantastic, I'm so glad to hear that. Well, I'd like to continue following up with you and make sure that we schedule an appointment as we get a little bit closer. If you have any needs before December, please let me know as soon as possible. The reason that I want to tell them that I want them to follow up with me, and I want to keep calling them every month before December, is so that when December comes or when the time comes for them to be ready for December, I want to be the person they remember, and I want to be their real estate agent of choice. And it's very hard to be the real estate agent of choice if they can't remember you. So that's why we want to be the one that's the most consistent. Now, many times people tell me, oh, we can't call them that often. They already know to call me, and I don't want to bug them. That's a fatal mistake, because by not bugging them, we're actually not helping them remember us. So if someone tells me, I'm sorry, Matt, you don't need to call us this often. We're not planning on doing anything until December. Here's my response. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, oftentimes I hear that real estate agents are terrible at communication. And I would hate for you to think that I'm one of those real estate agents that doesn't give great customer service. In fact, I want you to think of me as the real estate agent that you would choose when you're ready. And so the reason that I continue to follow up is so that you know you've got someone in your corner taking great care of you. When you are ready, I want you to keep following up with me, or I want you to call me back. Now, how often should I follow up with you, or would you like me to follow up with you, just to make sure that I take care of your needs in the meantime? And they may give you an answer. Either way, I'm still probably going to call about once every month. If they're getting closer to their time, I might call once every couple weeks. If they tell me, really, we're not planning on moving for a year, I might give them a couple months break, but I'm still going to call pretty regularly because I want to be the person they remember. If you're the guy that calls back, you will get the business. We also know that oftentimes it's between 7 and 12 contacts that it takes in order to win business from someone. So I recommend following up regularly. What leads do you have laying around your desk that you haven't followed up with recently? Maybe some open house leads or some leads that have called you but weren't ready yet. Try reaching back out to them. Use that same script. Find out their motivation, their time frame, so that you can add them to your follow-up book. Now, the reason that I tell you to use a follow-up book is because I know that the best system is the one you're going to use, and sometimes paper in front of you is the best way to get that done. I've used plenty of software systems. I've paid for some of the most expensive CRM systems in real estate, and I know that oftentimes we forget to insert data and we forget to use it regularly, and that's not an effective system. Anyway, just want to give you a few tips on following up and making sure that you convert those leads to business in the future in your pipeline. If you'd like more information on following up with your business or converting it at a high level, please give me a call. And my name is Matt Templeton. I'm with Keller Williams Urban Dallas in the Uptown area, and I'd love to meet with you soon. Please feel free to call me on my cell phone, 469-900-7409, or email me, templeton@kw.com. Looking forward to working with you soon.